Transitioning from military life is a journey, one that doesn't truly end whether you're a veteran, military spouse, or military child. The lessons and routines from service become an inseparable part of who you are. During our time in the military, support was available for nearly every aspect of life: pay, insurance, medical care, housing, and more. But as you retire or separate, you'll quickly realize that many of these responsibilities now rest squarely on your shoulders. What starts as an exciting new chapter can sometimes feel overwhelming. That's why we're here. In this video, we're going to break down the transition process to make it smoother and help you approach it with confidence. This is part of our Finding You series, designed to empower you to thrive in civilian life just as you did in service. So grab your favorite beverage, take a seat, and let's learn how to transition from military service. Okay, so our first recommendation is to start early. We recommend 24 months prior to leaving service, you begin to learn and prepare yourself for your transition. We know you will still have commitments with your unit that will take priority. However, starting this process 24 months allows you to learn before you get to the big day. This often means you will need to take time away from general work hours to conduct that learning. We challenge you to think about the transition as something you don't just do, but something you need to learn and understand. The military teaches you to know your strengths and weaknesses. Now is the time to seek self-development as you leave military service. After all, your success will be solely on your shoulders. Like that promotion board or school you attended, nobody can do it for you. Take the time and learn. As an example, if you're not good with money, take some courses. Don't understand what the cost of insurance will be? Seek a recent friend or colleague to help you understand. The point we are getting to here is that we want you to prioritize your transition by learning the transition so you understand the unknowns. All right, so what is next? One of the hardest parts of your transition will be determining what is next. We can group these into really two important questions you need to know the answers for. Where do you want to live? And what kind of work do you want to do? The first question, where you want to live, is an important one. It is always one you will need to determine as quickly as you can. In general, allowing yourself some room to choose multiple large cities in and around where you live to find employment is always a great idea. If you don't have an exact spot you want to live, this makes the job search a little easier as you may have more options. Either choice is viable, but you need to take the next question into account immediately. What type of work do you want to do? Are you going to college, or maybe you have something already set up? Great, this may not matter to you. We would be remiss if we did not mention that 65% of veterans leave their first career within 2 years of transitioning from service. That is a high turnaround rate, but it represents the idea that most accept careers not because they're interested in them, but because they feel that is their only option. Figure out what your passion is and your dream job. You deserve it. Sure, it could be becoming a CEO of a major company. However, we often see successful transitions into careers that individuals always wanted to do. When you transition, it is one of the times in your career that moving from telecommunications into law enforcement, as an example, can happen. That does not mean you don't have backup plans, but our point is to go after your dream job. Don't accept status quo. Now, one thing to remember is that the Department of Defense offers a program for service members transitioning to civilian life called the Transition Assistance Program, or TAP. TAP workshops are mandatory for all separating service members and offer guidance on things like career planning, benefits, financial literacy, and even housing. During these workshops, you'll learn skills like resume writing, interview preparation, and how to translate your military experience into civilian terms. You'll also learn about the VA benefits you're entitled to and how to access them. Make sure to take full advantage of TAP as it's designed to help you. Remember, this program is meant to educate you. If you don't learn from it the first time, you can certainly ask to attend again. You get out of it what you put into it. So if you're just checking the block on your clearance papers, that's on you. Use the resource. We can't think of a time with the thousands of transitioning folks we have helped they have ever said they would not let me ask questions because I kept going back. It's important to also understand that TAP won't prepare you all by itself. You'll want to find other ways to learn about your transition, like the USO Pathfinder Program, Commit Foundation, Student Veteran America, just to name a few. There are so many organizations ready to help you and your family as you transition. Let's go back to finding your passion real quick. We can't stress enough that you have a choice of just finding a job or finding a career that energizes you to get up each morning. There are several paths: contract or government work, nonprofit organizations, starting your own business, and so many more we could name here. Either way, make this decision early, but just ensure you have primary and alternate plan in place. We wish everything was guaranteed, but that is just not the case. Find the career you want first, and then begin shaping your resume to fit that career. Having a home, a career, financial stability will lessen the stress during your transition. Don't wait until the last minute to prioritize this. All right, enough about finding your passion. Let's talk about another scary word in your transition, the resume. Here is one fact you need to remember. Create your resume for the job you want, not the job you already have. Take that sentence and remember it as you start your resume writing process. Now, we say that because it's very difficult to translate your military service into a one-page document that lands you a career. Someone told me once that a resume helps the person reading it ensure that you meet the minimum qualifications for a position they have open. With that in mind, you should be reviewing the job posting of the passion career that you want, and then shape your resume based on that position. We know your next comment, Ray, there is no way you can write your own resume to fit what you're saying. Well, we're here to tell you, yes, you can. And if I can do it, I'm positive that you can as well. Using programs like Hire Our Heroes, Vet Jobs, or LinkedIn for Veterans to help you understand how to do this effectively. These organizations can also connect you with employers who are actively seeking veterans. Listen, if you are just sending them your resume to write for you and not taking any ownership of the process, then you will have problems later on during your transition. Remember, we said transition does not end when you leave military service. We truly mean that, and it will be something you'll be doing for the rest of your life. Don't just ask them to write your resume for you. Work with your counselor to learn how to write it. You won't have a perfect resume the first time, but guess what? Since you started transitioning 2 years out, you have plenty of time to learn, so do it. My advice to fellow veterans and spouses is to network as much as possible during your transition as well. No, not with your battle buddy that's still currently serving. We want you out there networking with folks you served with that have now left. Trust me, we want to help you be successful as we did during training and combat. Learn from the mistakes of those before you. Our favorite networking tools include LinkedIn, job fairs, and don't be afraid to reach out to companies directly. Your military experience is unique, and employers need people with your skills. Treat each interaction with an opportunity to learn, not an opportunity to get a career. Another great option when transitioning out of the military is furthering your education. Whether you're looking to earn a degree, a certification, or technical training, there are many educational opportunities available to you. The post-9/11 GI Bill covers tuition, fees, and even provides a housing allowance for veterans pursuing higher education. If a traditional college path isn't for you, you can also use the GI Bill for vocational schools, apprenticeships, and on-the-job training programs. Once you leave the military, don't forget to take full advantage of your VA benefits. These benefits include healthcare, disability compensation, home loans, and so much more. Your healthcare needs might change after service, so it's important to enroll in the VA healthcare system as soon as possible. The VA offers loans with competitive rates, which can help you buy a home after your transition as well. Disability compensation is also available if you have a service-connected injury or illness. Make sure to file your claim before you leave service if possible. This way you don't have any delays. We have an entire series on the VA disability claim and much of the items that we've discussed here. Transitioning out of the military is not just a career financial shift, it's a big lifestyle change. It's normal to feel uncertain, stressed, or even a little lost during this time. Make sure to prioritize your mental health and well-being. The VA offers a variety of mental health services, including counseling, therapy, and support groups. If you're struggling, reach out. You're not alone in this journey, and many other veterans are going through similar experiences. One last piece of advice I will leave you with as you begin your transition: join a tribe. What I mean is to join a community of individuals that have like-minded thoughts like you. There are a lot of great organizations that offer this. I talk about my struggle transition until I found my tribe in T. Rubicon and the American Legion. We all need battle buddies and folks to lean on. Nobody understands you better than those that have served. So look in your community for local communities like the VFW, American Legion, Team Red, White, and Blue. There's so many. Go out, find folks, ask questions. They will be your biggest proponents, and they will also want to see your success. Don't wait to join the groups. Start well before your transition, as all of them would be happy to welcome you in earlier. Transition is easier when you surround yourself with people who understand what you're going through. Seek out other veterans in your area with similar interests. It's a great way to build connections and find support. All right, if you found this video helpful, we recommend you like, subscribe, stay updated to release more videos in the coming weeks, all designed to make you transition smoother and less stressful. And remember, all the links are down in the description. Our goal here is simple: provide you with the tools and information you need for a seamless transition. Think we missed something or have a question? Ask it down in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. Good luck as you embark on your next mission, and we'll see you on the next one.